Hello, everyone. This is Jim Okerzinski with your week one lecture video. So, as I say in my announcement, I'll produce these videos weekly, content based, no housekeeping issues or logistics issue unless needed, but it'll primarily be on content, tips, and strategies to help you complete the assigned tasks. So, in this particular lecture video, I am going to discuss and talk about the syllabus. Let me open this up here. Hopefully it'll do so quickly. And I want to point out a few of the policies and the way the course is broken down. I think it's really important that we run through some of the policies, especially the ones that will affect ultimately your grade, right? So our course inquiry is going to be pretty much straightforward with a variety of topics and genres we'll be writing this semester. One of the concepts will be a discourse community and how we belong to various discourse communities. I urge everyone to read this section on the discourse community in the syllabus. It will be integrated into our cultural artifacts essay assignment. So quite naturally what happens is that your grade is determined on a weighted scale. Typical percentages that you would find in most institutions and how you determine an A, B, C, or D. Please be aware that we only issue whole grades here. We don't do A minuses, A pluses. If you have 90 and above, no matter where you're at, you get an A. That's all there is to it. So I maintain the grade book in Blackboard. Every assignment is uploaded and assessed through Blackboard. So you will always have an idea of exactly where your graded percentage scale will be at any time during the course of this 12-week semester. So you want to be aware of that. Also, submission guidelines. This is an English course and we adhere to MLA guidelines. So their documents have to be formatted according to those MLA guidelines. If you are unfamiliar with MLA, you may want to head over to the Purdue OWL. Should have a link in the course units for that. The Purdue OWL, in other words, the Purdue Online Writing Laboratory, will have all the information that you need about MLA. So I suggest you use that as a resource. You may want to bookmark that in your browser. So be aware that all assignments have to be submitted to Blackboard. So we've got 4 graded projects. The percentage bases are broken down here. We have a diagnostic essay. We've also got a cultural artifacts, the review article website, and then also a review of literature. All the percentages are indicated here. Okay. Also, discussion board exercises in the peer review process all be done in a discussion board. This is a heavy weight of activities for your grade because it's important for the peer review and discussion boards to build that community through an asynchronous activity, right? First drafts and peer reviews as part of the peer review process. You must issue a first draft of every essay assignment and go through the peer report and peer review process. A first draft must be 80% of the final draft's requirements as stated in the instructions. And here's my example. If it's 1,000-word minimum for an essay, your first draft must be 800 words. So you want to be aware of the first draft policy here. Also, online social practices and participation. So we have to do a little bit more than just walking through some of the basic steps here. We have to log into Blackboard regularly, demonstrating a proficiency with current technology. You should be able to negotiate yourself around Blackboard and some of the technologies that we need to write essay assignments. Submit discussion posts and assignments to Blackboard on time in a proper form because that helps build that sense of a community through an asynchronous activity. Engaging with classmates and responding with purpose, and also being a constructive and helpful peer reviewer. So you want to be aware of these. Remember, language and tone and etiquette is something that we're always familiar with. Discussion board posts, like I said here, they are not meaningless busy work. This is where we build community, and they'll be graded according to the information I have here. So, email policy is pretty straightforward. Please communicate with me. I teach at 2 different schools, 5 different preps and sections, actually 6 sections. However, I need to know exactly some of your information so I can respond to you quickly. Be as complete and thorough as possible. Now, this is important. Is the late coursework policy. I will take coursework if you've missed a due date. I will take it. Depending on how late you are, I reserve the right to issue a 10% penalty off the top. And then your assignment or anything would be judged, or I should say assessed accordingly. All right. So you want to be aware of that. Something happens, you fall behind, you want to catch up, you have that particular right to do so. I will take that work. I do reserve the right to determine the end date for accepting coursework. So when we get close to the end of the semester, I will start notifying you about closing up assignments. Withdrawals are here, and also the grades of incompletes. This is all the college policies here. Okay. Plagiarism goes for AI, ChatGPT. You want to be aware of exactly what you're writing and how you're using the words of others. And it's a pretty straightforward activity. What I would like everybody to do is really pay attention to the schedule. You know, when some of the major assignments are due, I have it in a box here so that you can pull it up on the syllabus and schedule tab in the course menu. So I want to make sure that everybody is aware of the schedule and when essays are due. So that is the syllabus in a very short lecture video. I'm running a little longer than I need to, but this is just an example of what you'll get about midweek. Some of them are longer than others. Some of them might be shorter depending upon that week's content. If you have any questions or issues, please send me an email.